Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and just in case you're stopping by for the first time, I really appreciate your presence, and to join the family, kindly consider subscribing.
Supposed to be, might be as elusive as it's close to me. She's been feeling further than
So the first thing we're going to do is to start by drafting a very simple pattern. So I'm going to grab my pattern like this, and from the bottom I'm going to go up 16 inches. Then I'll draw a straight line on the 16-inch point from the bottom. Now, since we have our starting point, I'm going to go down 5 inches from that point. Then I'm joining this with a straight line. So this one becomes my chest line. Yeah, okay. Now on my chest line, I'm marking my bust circumference divided by 4. Then I'm adding 1 inch seam allowance, and on the bottom line I'm marking my bust circumference divided by 4. Yeah, then on my starting line, I'm marking my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'm not adding in any allowance. Then I'm joining this point to my chest line like so. Now I'm just adding a fold on the center front line. So, and I'm also adding in the grain on which I'm supposed to be cutting this particular pattern. I will then go ahead and cut out this pattern. Yeah, good. Now I'm going to fold in my chest line because I want to use this pattern to cut out the back. So it's just one pattern I'm using to cut out both the back and the front. So having my top part folded in like so, I'm going to place this on my fabrics and cut out 2 pieces on fold. Let me just unpin to show you what I'm talking about. Now this is it. You can see I have 2 pieces and they are both folded in. Okay, so when I open it up, I have one long piece like this. Now I'm going to place them on each other, then I'll just put that away, then unfold my pattern, and we are going to work on the front. Now for the front part, I'm going to slash through this chest line the way you see me slashing. Now yeah, I'll be slashing that all through, but just make sure you're not cutting it out. You're just slashing it to the very end like that. Then you will be opening it. I'll be opening it to 5 inches wide because I want my neckline to be deep. But if you don't want yours to be deep, okay, the wider you open this thing, the deeper the neckline, and vice versa. Now I'm going to turn this to the wrong side and glue it because I'm intending to stick another pattern paper beneath this one. Yeah, so having that done, I'm turning this to the right side again. Then I'm placing my fresh pattern paper beneath it. Your pattern paper should be long enough. Mine, I was out of paper, that's why I'm using this one. Now I'm going to go up 5 inches, and then I'll just be aligning the top part, making sure it's 5 inches apart from the part that I just slashed from it. Yeah, so making sure once this thing is spread, I have 5 inches, it's 5 inches apart. Okay, yeah, so I'm just confirming to make sure that I have 5 inches here, and once I'm satisfied, I'll leave it like that. Then I'm just adding another piece of paper because my paper was small, but when you're inserting yours, make sure it's a bit big enough. Okay, so I'm just joining the pattern papers to make sure everything is enough. Then I'm sticking my old pattern paper on it. Now extend this line. Okay, extend this line that I'm extending. Just make sure it's straight, it's not bending in any way. Make sure it's straight, extend it, then extend the center front line. And while extending the center front line, still make sure it is straight. Just extend it straight up like that. Okay, then I'm going to slash this part. Guys, can you see how easy this thing is? See, it's so easy. Now I'm going to trim off the excess, and I'll trim off the excess also on my armhole area. Yeah, so this is what I have. Now I'm just going to indicate the part that will be having my fold, which is the center front. Both the center front and the center back of this particular piece is on fold. Now I've cut out 2 pieces just like I did on my back. 2 pieces are on fold, so I'm just unpinning so that you can see them clearly. Yeah, so oh my god, I've spoiled it, but I'll put it together for you guys to see how it was initially. So this is what I have. I have 2 pieces. They were cut on fold. Can you see? So yeah, this is where the nini will form, the cowls, the cowl, eh? Yeah, so I'm just putting them right sides together. I'm just trying to arrange them. This fabric is beautiful after stitching, but while in the process, it really gave me a hard time. I felt like I will give up in life. It gave me a hard time. Now I also went ahead to cut up my straps, which were about 18 inches long, each of them 18 inches long, and I'm just going to fold them to form my straps the way I'm showing you. That's how I'm going to fold them. Yeah, and I've already folded them, as you can see. Now how to insert these straps, I'm going to put them on this corner, in this corner. So I don't know where the camera was focusing, but this is how I'm going to put it. I'm going to sandwich it in between like this. I hope you can see now from this one. I'm sandwiching it between these front pieces, and kindly note that the right sides are facing, though with this particular kind of fabric you will not recognize the right from the wrong. So I just place them whichever part is facing, as long as 2 sides are facing, because all of them are right sides. Now this is how I'm going to stitch. I'm going to stitch all around this pattern except the bottom. Okay, so after stitching down, this is what it is looking like. Let me bring it to the right side for you guys to see clearly. Okay, so this is what I have. This is what I have. Now just put that aside, and we are going to work on the back pattern. So just identify where your rights are and place these 2 pieces right sides facing. Yeah, then the next thing you're doing, identify where your center back is. Then from the center back, I'm marking 5 inches out. Okay, so I'm just identifying where I'll be stitching my straps on. So that's why I'm marking the 5 inches. Then I'll just arrange it. I'm just going to arrange it like this. Then I'm just showing you how I'm going to stitch in my straps. So I'll just pin it like so. Then you'll just look at what I'm doing. That's how I'm going to stitch my straps when I'll be stitching this back pattern. Not really pattern, back fabric, sorry. So this is how your piece should be looking. Now you're going to stitch the top and the sides, just the top and the sides of this particular piece. And you guys, guess what? My strap turned out too long, so I pulled out up to about 3 inches, which is hanging there. I'll just cut them off, because I know you guys will remind me to cut that thing off, the excess. Yeah, yes, I trust you. Now I've turned this to the right side, and this is what I have. This is what your piece should be looking like by now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to arrange the pieces. I'm going to grab my back like so. Just make sure everything is laying flat and it's looking good. Now I'm going to arrange everything, then I'll place my front on my back, and I'll make sure the outer sides are facing. Then I'm going to stitch the sides, these sides. I'm going to stitch it here, and while at it, I'll I'll trim the bottom to make sure everything is straight and neat. Then after trimming, I'm going to fold this bottom. I'm going to fold it in like so, just to have a neat finish at the bottom. So I'll do that all round, and that will be basically it for this particular tutorial. I'll finish up with that one, then I'll put this on my body to show you guys the final product.
Supposed to be, might be as elusive as it's close to me. She's been feeling